Hello, I'm Jake Tapper. Aaron Burnett has the night off. Out front tonight, fear and anxiety in Texas. No new leads, no new suspects, and no end to the uneasiness in Kaufman County, Texas, over who gunned down their district attorney and his wife. A shaken community mourned the loss of Mike McClelland and his wife Cynthia today as the couple was laid to rest. Their murders are part of a troubling trend across this country, a new spike of violence against law enforcement officials. McClelland's assistant DA, Mark Hasse, was killed 2 months ago. His killer remains at large. Colorado's prison chief was murdered in his home last month. The man suspected in his death was killed in a shootout with police, but authorities are still looking for a member of a white supremacist group who may have been involved. And a West Virginia sheriff was shot to death as he sat in his car eating lunch on Wednesday. His alleged killer is in the hospital after being shot by police. Out front tonight, George Howell is in Kaufman, Texas, with the latest on this small community that is very much on edge.
Wreaths on storefronts and in front of the courthouse. A community now in mourning as the Kaufman County District Attorney and his wife were buried Friday. The couple shot nearly 1 week ago in a brazen attack inside their own home. With no new leads in the case and so many unanswered questions, residents here are on edge.
I've got a rifle that I keep loaded in our bedroom now, just because, just to be prepared if something, happens at our house.
And that's different as of this week?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very much so. I mean, we were talking about it the other day, and he says, I'm going to go get the gun and go ahead and load it, because you don't know what's going to happen. Until the killer or killers are caught, people worry about what could happen next. The private funeral for Mike and Cynthia McClelland makes the second time in 2 months that people have come together to bury a county prosecutor. McClelland's deputy DA, Mark Hasse, was shot and killed in broad daylight walking to the courthouse in January. And though it's still unclear whether the cases are connected, law enforcement is stepping up its presence. Some public officials are even requesting round-the-clock security, as Texas Governor Rick Perry explains to Wolf Blitzer.
Are you beefing up security for other law enforcement personnel in Texas, including yourself?
Well, obviously, the prosecutors in the state of Texas and all people who are in elected officials, we ask them to always pay attention to their surroundings, to be cognizant of their security needs. If there are individuals who are requesting beefing up, if you will, of security, we will address that each situation by itself.
The day before McClelland was killed, even he was concerned about security. This video, obtained by CBS News, shows McClelland checking out an antique gun at a local gun store. The store owner tells CNN he wasn't there to buy a gun for himself, but was worried about security for his colleagues.
He was in there Friday asking about what he should get his co-workers as self-protection. I recommended the 38 Smith & Wesson snub nose and perhaps a bulletproof vest.
So he was concerned?
He was concerned for them. For himself, he was at ease.
And it's his concern for others that people best remember this tough-talking Texas prosecutor, a dedicated steward of the law who stood up for what he believed to be right, regardless of the risks. For Out Front, George Howell, Kaufman, Texas.